Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. I thought that I would just bring you along with me as I cook dinner tonight. Things have been a little bit stressful. There's been a lot of things going on just on the daily. Managing a 3-year-old has proven to be much trickier than the first 2 times with the older 2 girls. So we have just been cruising along with life here, and trying to get anything filmed has been a little bit of a difficulty, but I've talked about that already and we don't need to rehash the things. It's fine. And we have not gone to the grocery store yet for this week, and we still have enough food in the refrigerator, in the pantry, all of those things to be able to just sort of throw some stuff together. So I thought that today I would just sort of take you along with me as I put together a super simple dinner that will be Trim Healthy Mama friendly. Okay. Today I am going to just try to clear out a few fresh vegetables from my refrigerator. I have some kielbasa sausage. This is Trim Healthy Mama S friendly if you are a little bit more mindful of how much sausage you actually eat. This tends to be a little bit higher in the carbs, so it's 4 carbs for 1 serving, which is only 2 ounces, and that only nets you about 6 grams of protein. Something I will do to supplement the protein, but keep my carbs, that's the thing, carbs lower, is add scrambled eggs, kind of like you would find in a fried rice or something of that sort. And yeah, it's really good. It's super fast. I mean, those guys will keep in the freezer forever if you let them. They're not the most clean, most healthy choice at all, but when it comes to sanity saving, they are top notch. So I've got those guys. I have my pepper box. I had these cut up last week, and we just wound up eating other vegetables throughout the week as well, and so we just didn't eat as many of these vegetables. So I want to make sure that those don't go to waste, and I add them to my skillet. I also have a little bit of red onion over here that I'd like to use up before it turns. And I have some rice in my freezer, just plain old white rice that the girls will be having their dinner on. I have cauli rice in my freezer as well, just the store-bought stuff from Sam's Club. It's sometimes I make my own, sometimes I use store-bought. I'm not super persnickety about that kind of stuff, but this time around I am using a store-bought Member's Mark cauli rice. Wow, words have been hard today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start slicing stuff up. I like to make this in my really big skillet. It has a pretty deep side and need a cutting board. All right, there are 2 ways that I can do this. I can either cook the meat first. I mean, it's all already cooked, so it's not that big of a deal. I can either cook the meat first or the vegetables. It's not gonna make a hill of beans difference, but I think I'm going to cook the meat first this time so that I get more of a caramelization on the sausage. Start my skillet, getting it hot. I like to do this whenever my skillet is hot, that way we're not really wasting any time. This thing is a really fast dinner, especially if you already have your peppers cut up. You can do this with like the frozen peppers and onions that you can find. I think Bird's Eye has a brand, or it has a package that they do that with. Those work out well. Keeping a pack of frozen peppers and onions and some of this kielbasa in your freezer for nights that are a little bit hectic, or on nights whenever your creativity has flown the coop, is always really good. That skillet's not quite hot enough yet, but I needed the space on my cutting board. Okay, while I have my sausage cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and work on these peppers a little bit. I'm going to cut them in half because they are a little bit long, and compared to the size of this sausage, it will just kind of be weird. So I'm gonna slice these in half. All right, I've got all my veggies in my box, again, just for ease of use, and now I can go wash my cutting board and let the rest of this sort of do its caramelization thing. Okay, now that I have some good caramelization on this sausage and a lot of the fat has started to render out, I'm gonna dump all of my vegetables in. They'll soak up all of the flavor from the sausage. This is really simple because you don't really have to have a lot of seasonings at all. With that sausage being already like pre-done and everything. So just gonna let this cook up, let those vegetables get soft, and work on our rice. All right, super quick dinner. Used up the vegetables that could have gone bad if we weren't careful, and it's also gonna be super delicious. Thanks for cooking along with me, and I hope to see you in my next video.